Hi friends, it's Miss Brooke. It's a rainy day today, so I am going to read you a nice book. Would you like to read a book? Miss Brooke grabbed her favorite blankie that Miss Shannon gave her, and I'm all snuggled up in my office. Can you go get your favorite blanket and read with me? So this week we are talking about senses. So you can hear with your ears. You can hear things like horns on the bus going beep, beep, beep. We see with our eyes. So I'm looking at this book right now, and Miss Brooke needs glasses to help her see. We touch. So Miss Brooke is touching this book right now. I can tell that it's hard, right? Or if I'm to touch my blanket, I can tell that my blanket's soft. We smell with our nose. So we can smell things that are maybe yucky, like a skunk or trash, right? Or we can smell things that are nice and beautiful smells like flowers. And then our last one is taste, and we use that to help us taste food, right? We can tell that food is super yummy, like ice cream. Who loves ice cream? So I'm going to be reading this book. It is called Your Five Senses. And you can see on the front, the little boy is using taste to taste his cotton candy. And that's one of Miss Brooke's favorite snacks. So like I said, we use our ears for hearing, our eyes for seeing. We use our tongue to help us taste because there's little taste buds on your tongue. We use our hands to touch, and we smell with our nose. And it says you have 5 senses. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says you see with your eyes. You can see that the little girl's reading a book, and the eye is right here. What color are your eyes? Miss Brooke's eyes are blue. And it says you find out about the world. And a fun fact is light bounces off objects and into your eyes. You hear with your ears. We have our ears right here. The little boy is playing a violin. And this is a picture of the inside of your ear because we have a long tube in our ear that helps us hear. And it says you find out about sounds. And a fun fact is very loud sounds can hurt your ears. I know a lot of times, sometimes we hear like a car alarm go off and it's super loud and we want to do what? You take your hands and you cover your ears because that helps take some of the sound away, right? You can touch with your fingers and your skin. And it says, fun fact, nerves in your skin send messages to your brain. So when you feel something with your hand, those nerves in your fingers send a message to your brain to tell you what it feels like. See how the little boy is blindfolded? But because the pineapple's prickly, he might be able to tell that it's a pineapple. It says you find out how things feel. And you can watch Miss Brooke's video where she has different animals. She has a bunny and she has a bearded dragon, and they all have different textures on them. And different textures have a different feeling on them. So Dexter, my dragon, was super hard skin. His skin was scaly. But if I were to touch a bunny, it's super soft. It says you can taste with your tongue. And it says a fun fact is your tongue picks up 4 tastes. Sweet. So if we're going to eat candy, that's usually sweet. Salty. We'll have salty things if we're eating pretzels or chips. Sour. Sometimes some sour candy, right? When we eat candy. Or if you're eating a lemon or a lime, sometimes those things can come off sour. And bitter. So sometimes chocolate could be bitter, right? What is this little boy eating down here? An apple. Good. It's a red apple. And it says you use your taste to find out how food tastes. So there's all different food there. I see tomatoes. I see milk, right? Maybe cheese, different fruits and veggies. You smell with your nose. What is this little girl smelling here? It's a flower, right? fun fact, your sense of smell is stronger than your sense of taste. And it says you find out how things smell. So sometimes you'll see people when they're eating out, they might smell their food first. And it helps them with their tasting. It helps tell them if they're going to like it or not. Sometimes you see and hear. And it says, fun fact, 2 senses bring you more information than just 1 sense. So this little girl's watching TV. She's using her eyes to watch TV, but she's also using her ears because she has to listen to the TV, right? Awesome. And then it says, sometimes you see, hear, and touch. So in this picture, we're seeing the puppies, right? The little boy is touching the puppies so he knows they're fluffy and soft. And he also hears the puppies. Maybe they're barking, maybe they're panting, right? And then sometimes you use all 5 senses. So for this one, the little boy sees the cotton candy, or maybe he sees the carnival going on behind him. He hears all the noises behind him, right? There's other people in the background. Maybe they're talking. He's tasting the cotton candy. Maybe he smells different things when he's there. Maybe there's funnel cake or pretzels, or maybe even the cotton candy because it smells nice and sweet, right? And same thing with taste. He's tasting the cotton candy right now. So if he's tasting it, he's using his taste buds. What do you think it tastes like? Do you think cotton candy's sour? Do you think it's sweet, salty, or maybe bitter, right? I think it's sweet. And that is the end of our book. So I want you to tell me at home, what are some senses that you might use, or how can you use your senses? I hope you guys enjoyed this book. I will see you soon. Bye.